All right, so let's go over false reversals. We'll go Monday, and we'll just replay about right there. All right. So we're how many times has this happened to you right here? So we're we broke this high here. Oh, we're thinking that this might be some displacements, and it's going to push back up, and so we set up for a fair value gap to buy, or we just buy, or however you're getting into your trades. Here's a fair value gap here, comes down, goes up, and we're waiting for that trigger. Okay, so this trade was triggered, right? Then our stop loss is right here, or even down here. Who knows? And then we're going for this high over here, or this high up there, right? And we do this, and it goes up and it goes up, and then it just fails, and comes back down. How many times does that happen to you guys? Me. It happened. It used to happen to me all the time. It doesn't happen to me anymore, and I'm about to show you why. And this right here is part of the type of lessons that you will get live. This isn't going to be a pre-recorded course or or some videos that someone made that they're selling over and over and over again. I'm going to do this um, live. These workshops are live in the Hunters Club, and you can sign up at the Hunters Club at breakouthunter.com or click on this link in the description. But I'm going to show you why this doesn't happen to me anymore. So I just used the Anchor View Up. Okay, now if you look at it, price went up and then never really rejected. There's nothing in here screaming buy. There's no really nice wicked candles. There's nothing in here that's telling me to buy, and price pushes down. So what am I doing? Okay, well, oh, there we go again. We got another bottom V looking thing. So we're just going to go ahead and put another anchored VWAP on the low, and then we're going to just remove this, and we're going to see what price does now. All right, and price is actually respecting it. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for price to come below and make a V, right? We're going to look for, this is a V. This is a V. That like over here, this is a V right here. V, a V, a V, a V. It has to be a V. It can't be anything other than a nice V, right? Now it can be a big V. It could be like this big, right? But that's what we're looking for, is that big V to come underneath this anchor VWAP and then come back up and push back over. So we're getting some price below. Okay, let's see. All right, that's a big V-ish looking U thing, but I don't know if I would take it. But let's see what it does. So it pushes up. Okay, so that right there dropped down and stole liquidity. Okay, this came down here, rejected it, and stole liquidity right here. I'm not convinced about this one yet, though. So I wouldn't just take this trade. I would wait for some more confirmation. We still got some highs over here. All right. If it starts taking those highs, then I'm going to start thinking about it. Right. So let's see what it does. Okay. Boom. Takes those highs right there. I would consider this some kind of displacement. Now, what I want to do is not be a rookie and buy right here. I want to buy down here somewhere, but I'm going to wait until there's a liquidity, there's a draw on liquidity. Like somebody has pushed the price down and stopped out a bunch of people so that there's some orders so that they can buy again, right? So we're going to wait until we see like obvious drop. That was obvious right there. See this? This low just took all of these stop losses out. And we have a demand right here. Okay. What are we going to do? I'm going to buy this one, put my stop loss under the demand, and I'm going to target not this high. Everybody goes to the high. You got to look at the ranges. Ranges are pivot points. There's the range right there. I'm targeting the bottom of that range. I want to make sure this thing hits it, right? Now, do I know if it's going to hit it? I have no idea, but let's find out. So we'll just click play. All right, we're going to some drawdown. Not much. back up. And let's see. La da 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 da. And is it going to do it? Come on. Boom. Cool. So what it made to the high? Has it made it there yet? I don't know. I think it did just hit it right there. Let's see. Nope, not yet. So okay, that got it. That's cool. That's not safe. This is safe. All right. This is what I would do. And that's 368 ticks. It was a 2.52. All right. But this isn't the main trade. This is just a scalp. All right. The main trade hasn't happened yet because price has not dipped and made an obvious V under this yet. This was kind of risky to do, but when I saw it reject right here and take some liquidity, and then I saw demand created with and this is Nasdaq. Nasdaq sometimes just likes to go, and then we saw a demand created with liquidity here. I'm like, okay, I'm going to scalp this. All right, so let's look for the actual real trade. So we're going to wait for price to come back down to this VWAP down here. And it will. They always do. And we're going to look for the real trade, the entry, the real entry. So give me, there you go. Let's see. And we're going to wait for it to come back up. Hands on the pause button. I don't want to fly through it and see it before it happens and you'd be like, oh, you already knew what it did. All right. Okay, there's a higher low. But should we get a grab again on that or not? Yeah, that's pretty decent. I think it's going to swing down one more time. Yeah, I think. eh. Okay, let's see. Let's find out. All right, so that's going to be my entry right there. All right, so we're going to buy this. Oh, give me the clicker, and we are going to set stop loss right there. And let's see. All right, and so the hesitation is I didn't see any deep grabs on this right here after. So, and then we get an impulse and then it goes into its range or consolidation or whatever. Um, there's always a grab. There's always a grab. Okay. So this came in down here and grabbed this and rejected it. So I could have entered, yes. So I said the main trade. Um, I was a little hesitant and I let play go too long. But when this happened right here, when you saw this, here, let me delete this and delete this crap so you can see what I'm talking about. When you saw this indecisive candle right here, I typically would have drawn a box around it. I have videos about this, and when price broke out to the upside, I would have bought, and I probably wouldn't even have waited for the close. I probably would have bought in the candle pushing up like that, and then my stop loss would have been right underneath it. Um, then I would target the high. That's how I would do that in a live situation. And there's an 835 there, but I didn't. That's why I hesitated because there was no grab under here. And then when this grabbed this, I'm like, okay, so we've got we've got our impulse right up from the low over the VWAP, under the VWAP, comes back up There's your second impulse. It manipulates, or not manipulates, consolidates, and it comes down to stop out all the buyers right here, and then which generates orders, and then they push price up to the high. So the real entry, the way you would really do that is you would wait for your first indecisive candle, which is this guy right here, and just draw a zone around it easily, just like that. And then when price breaks out of it, I buy the breakout. I don't wait for the close. Now, if anybody wants to think I'm just being full of shit, okay, so here's a miniature scale of this. A breakout, right? Here's your in. Here's your breakout of this zone right here. Comes down, consolidates, consolidates. Here's your first indecisive candle. What did price do? Respected that zone right there. See that? Boom. Now let me show you over here. Here's a brushed out blah 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 blah. We're gonna draw this right here. What did price do? What did price do? Right over here. So we'll just keep going back. So we've got our indecisive candle right here. This one right here after this impulse down. And look at price, look at price, look at price, look at price. This isn't a coincidence, folks. So that's how I actually find entries after the breaks, is like that, using decisive candles. But anyways, that is how that you can avoid becoming the liquidity on the false reversals. Because this one right here, back in the day, would have got me too. This is the one we initially started with. Is because price impulsed over the highs, right? Came down and did it even again right here. Got the second set of groups, and then it just slammed down and turned in here. And then, but here's the real reversal. So that's how I find those. Anyways, this is the type of stuff that you will look forward to during the workshops throughout the week. Think about having 3 a week, and we will just cover certain things. Very beginner based stuff for the new guys, and some more advanced techniques for the older guys. All right. Anyways, have a good one.